Welcome to Is It Dead or Sleeping? Oh, there's her ear. You see him laying like that, it's always so trippy because it's just a little concerning. But on that note, welcome to another video, guys. I am here feeding calves again, just in room 4 here. This little lady still doesn't have a name quite yet. She's super cute though. And then we've got Spirit over here. Hey girlie, you hungry? You ready to snack? Are you ready? And this one, another heifer with a pretty good 7 on her face. So my mom did in fact name her 7. So say hello to the camera, 7. Look at how tiny her little feet are. Yeah. So I just wanted to take a quick second and reintroduce myself to you guys, because there are a lot more of you than when I started YouTube, and I've never actually really done a formal introduction of myself. So hello, my name is Naleen. I am 26 years old and I live and work on a dairy farm, and I have been living and working on a dairy farm for my entire life. So that's a little bit about me. You've seen from my last video, I really enjoy sugar in my coffee. It's probably the only beverage that I add that much sugar to, if any sugar at all. I don't actually like how coffee tastes. I like the caffeine from coffee. So maybe I should just stick to drinking tea, but that's why I put so much sugar in there, is because the coffee itself is too bitter, typically. Anyway, I hope you guys are enjoying the video so far. One thing that I kind of wanted to address from my last video and a couple of videos where I do give animals medical attention is the medical advice that I receive from people. Now, we are in a very close relationship with our vet, wherein we ask for advice and they teach us how to do things on the dairy farm and with our other animals on the farms. I see a lot of people offer advice when it comes to medical attention for animals that may not necessarily be the people to offer medical advice. And what I mean by that is our farm, with any of the animals in question, the rabbits even, the goats, the horses, all of the calves, all of the cows, are in like very good discussions with our vet when it comes to their health. So when I see comments in the comment section offering advice or tips, I'm not going to be able to honestly take that advice or take those tips into consideration, because our vet knows what we need, because we have been giving them all of the information. The information that somebody sees on a 30-second clip on YouTube isn't going to be all of the information that you need to make a proper diagnosis. Our vet has all of the information that he needs, and he has taught us how to do all of the stuff, all of the treatments, anything that we need to do to help keep our calves safe and healthy. So when somebody offers advice based on a 30-second clip, it's not advice that I can necessarily take to heart or take at all, just because it's not going to be accurate advice based on that 30-second clip. So also, for example, I posted a video about Luna, my horse. She got an allergic reaction from possibly a bee sting, I don't know. It's a couple videos back in the fall where I treated her, and there were a lot of comments offering advice and saying that, no, she has this, no, I think she has this, or I think she has that. And that's fine, but my vet, who I got to come out and look at the horse, said it was more than likely an allergic reaction. Not rain rot, not this, not that, an allergic reaction. So I was given medicine to treat her accordingly, and now she's all better. But in instances like that, people could be giving the wrong diagnosis based on a 30-second video clip. And if I take that advice to heart, I could seriously or fatally injure my animals by taking advice off of the internet without having the full information available for somebody to make the diagnosis. So just know that the advice is appreciated, but we have vets, we have professionals that come out to check our animals, to give us the advice that we need straight from the source. So I just want you all to know that this steer from the last video, he's doing well. He got an intramuscular injection in the neck because there is enough muscle there for him to get an injection there. Doesn't always have to be in the rump or in the thigh. And that is what our vet has taught us. So I just wanted to point that out. It's not that I don't enjoy reading the comments that have advice, I do. It's just, I want people to know that we are in very close cahoots with our vets so that we can keep our animals healthy and happy. So I am currently in room 1 right now. This is our oldest calf room for now until they get moved out into the big group pen barn. As you can see, they've been grouped up already. For those of you who were asking about Milkshake a couple videos ago, here she is. And that is her twin, Marmalade. So those two are doing really well. Their genomic test came back as alma mater for being their sire, so yeah, they're not tame, because you can't tame everything, but they're doing really well. And since they're weaned, it means that they no longer get milk and they're only on water, so my next task is to fill up all of these outside buckets, that one, that set, with water. We like to keep the middle four for just calf starter, which is this stuff. It's got some oats in there, it's got a pellet, some crushed corn, rolled corn, and it's filled with molasses or covered with molasses, so it smells amazing, and the calves love it, and they grow really well on it. So let's get those water buckets filled. realized I never mentioned why we try to keep the feed buckets on the inside and then the water buckets on the outside. And that's just because we try to minimize their ability to muck up the water buckets. So if you have a water bucket like right next to a feed bucket, they'll eat from the feed bucket and then drink water, and then eat from the feed bucket and drink water. And the result of that is a really messy, gross looking water bucket that's got dissolved pellets in it and a very mushy food bucket that has basically just a mash in it. So we try to minimize that by keeping the water on the outside of the pen when they're grouped up and then the feed on the inside. It's not something we can do when they're in their single pens, so then we just have to deal with the mushy feed and the dirty water. But yeah, we just try to minimize that here in these little group pens so that we don't have to dump the water unnecessarily. Right, Lego? This is Lego. That would be my brother in the payloader trying to scare me. So, say hi to the YouTube, Jan. He's gonna shake out some straw bales. So calf feeding is done. You just saw a nice video of me feeding the Reno barn, and they're just on calf starter and water as well. But I was looking through a couple of my YouTube comments and I saw some people asking if we raise all of our heifers and add them to the milk herd, and the answer is yes, we raise all of our heifers to be replacement animals in the milk herd, because sometimes stuff happens and you lose a cow here and there in the milking herd, and you need to make sure that you have enough replacement animals. There's also the fact that quota needs to be filled, and sometimes cows produce less milk during a certain time of the year or more during a different part of the year. So in those times when they produce less milk during the year, we need more animals, so we try to make sure that we have heifers calving out to fill the quota during that part of the year. So long answer short, yes, we grow out all of our heifers and add them to the milking herd. As it is right now, we are getting quite a few heifers coming in, like being born, so we will have too many in the future. So at some point in the next 2 or 3 years, we'll probably be selling some to other dairy herds, but they're not raised for meat typically. So a dairy heifer will be a dairy cow at some point, whether it's in our herd or in another herd. So we have a new baby here. I checked literally 10 minutes ago, and then when I looked again, the baby was already out on the ground. So you can see 602 is licking that baby there. That's the actual mom, and then you've got this other cow on the right side that's helping her out. And this is one of the reasons why we also have to take away the babies pretty quickly, is because sometimes these cows will fight over the calf. and that's actually super dangerous for the calf. So it's important that we take it away so it doesn't get trampled on or stepped on or head butted in the process of two cows fighting over the same baby. So sometimes cows will try to steal other cows' babies because they themselves are actually really close to having their calf, and that's why they try to take the other one's calf. And that can be actually pretty bad because the one that's trying to steal the other calf could actually be in labor, and then they're distracted by the other calf, and then they won't focus on their own labor. So you just got to keep a close eye on them and make sure that they're not distracted from their own task that they need to be doing. So there you have it, folks. This is heifer 1859. Her mom's name is Diaz, so we like to keep the streak going with names starting with the same letter. So this calf, her name has to start with a D. And I'm gonna leave it up to you guys. So if you have a good name that starts with a D, comment it down below. And the way we're gonna pick who names the calf is if you like someone else's name suggestion, or if you have the same one, go ahead and like their comment. And the comment that has the most likes with the name suggestion is going to be the comment that wins, and that will be this little lady's name. So go ahead and comment names down in the comment section. Some names that we have starting with a D are Dragon, Delta, Divine, Diamond. So we also have a Dahlia, and obviously a couple of other ones, just so you guys have an idea of the theme or kind of names that we like. But yeah, go ahead and leave a comment down below if you have a good name suggestion for this little lady. And a side note, her sire is adorable, so if that has any bearing on the name suggestions you guys want to give, I hope that helps. But that is going to be it for today's video, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and if you did, please like and subscribe and share with a friend. I'm sure they want to see the newest addition to our herd, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.
Mm-hmm.